Hello, everybody. Welcome to Caitlin's bachelorette party. All right, I'm going to talk about my favorite subject, Caitlin Diane Smith. What would the groom say? So, first question: what is one thing she can't live without? She can't live without Starbucks or her stuffed animal, her otter. So, if you say the stuffed otter or Starbucks, I'm going to give you the win. What is her biggest pet peeve? Anyone that, if you fart in front of her, not that I've ever done this, but if you fart in front of her, I think that is disgusting and vile, and don't do that. What was her first job? Caitlin was a photographer, age 15. I'm going to say that was her first job. What would she bring to a deserted island? I think she should bring me. That's not even a question. We would have so much fun. That would be like the best ever, if we had a boat that was coming in to try to save us, we would hide or fake our death, and we just drink coconut waters, not pay taxes. We'd be living the best life. So I think that'd be wonderful. Let me see, what job? Oh, if money were no object, what would she buy? She would buy a nice cottage, and she'd buy Big Sur and build a little cottage on the cliffs of Big Sur, and for all of her friends and family as well. Give a little cottage for all of them. Right. What job would she be terrible at? See, Caitlin, she could do anything she puts her mind to. There's no job she can't do. But I don't think she would like doing like an office job, like a 9 to 5, like in a periodical. I don't think she would like that. What could she eat every day? If you either say the cheesecake, chicken and rice, orange chicken and rice, or my pot stickers and udon noodles, then I would say you were right. What is her most hated chore and why? She doesn't really have any hated chores in particular, but I'm going to say taking out the trash, because she is my woman and she's not going to be taking out the trash when we're married. Let me see. What person inspires her the most? Very obviously Michael Jackson. No, it's probably Jesus. Jesus for the win. What is she most proud of? I think Caitlin is most proud of her character development. How far she's come as a woman. She is just an amazing, amazing individual, and she has grown so much. Her character has, just grown so much, and she's become more sure of who she is, and I'm so proud of her. What subject is she an expert in? Obviously photography, but I would say sea otters. She knows about sea otters. And another one that I would have to say is she's an expert at just making people feel loved, being kind to people, seeing people as who they are, and just loving them no matter what. I think she's amazing at that. Good questions. What is the most embarrassing thing she has said to you? Not saying that. That's what I'm doing. I'm not saying that. Plead the fifth. Where was your first kiss? First kiss may sound weird, but it was at the aquarium in Draper, inside a plaything. So yeah, it was closed. There were no kids around, but we snuck into it, and then we were just like inside this plaything, and we were hugging, and then it just was such a good hug. It just turned into the kiss. It was the best kiss I've ever had in my whole life, and never kissed since then. What would she say your favorite body part of yours is? My eyes. Yep, eyes. All right, what would you say is her most embarrassing moment is? I would never say that on here. Probably when she kissed a missionary. What pet name does she call you? Baby. Where was your first date? It was on a lake by her house. We went in there, snuck in, didn't realize we were sneaking in. We were just riding our kayak, and they were filming a movie for a Netflix show. They were filming a Netflix show, and then a lifeguard boat came and dragged us, tugged our rope to her kayak, and tugged us across the water. So I thought that was so much fun. All right, what 3 words would you use to describe her? You know, Caitlin is, I think she's radiant. I think she's always glowing. I think when I saw her, she was glowing. I would say she's mesmerizing, very captivating. Every time I see Caitlin, from the first time I saw her and still now, every time I see her, I get mesmerized by her mind, by her beauty, you know, by her eyes. And I would say for my last one, I'm going to go with home. I think when I'm with Caitlin, I feel at home. I just feel so much love for her. Who gets last word in an argument? Probably Caitlin, but she might say me. I don't know. I think Caitlin. And then I feel like we say sorry pretty quick. So what were your first impressions of her when you saw her? Yeah, so Caitlin, everything froze. When my brother was talking to me, I looked back and like do my second, third look, you know. Everything, the music went quiet. Everything just went to a blur. All I was thinking about was Caitlin from then until now and forever. So she's been on my mind since then. She hasn't left my mind since I first saw her, and she never will. So yeah, it was the most very memorable moment for me, you know. Love at first sight, whatever you want to call it. It's all I could think about